Welcome to your 30 minutes of workout at home for steady state. All right, so quick little snippet here on cardio. If this is not the first time you're doing this workout, or if you want to skip over this little intro, just go ahead and use the bookmarks below and click to go directly to the workout itself. All right, let's talk for a second about steady state cardio versus HIIT or LIT. All right, so steady state cardio, otherwise known as LISS, it's a low intensity steady state, can be achieved through power walking, swimming, running, jogging, elliptical, bicycle, you name it. Basically, any cardiovascular activity that is going to keep your heart rate elevated for 30 straight minutes without keeping spikes, okay? So when you do a HIIT or a LIT workout, those are high intensity interval training or low intensity interval training. Interval training is meant to cause your heart rate to go up and down, up and down. Both forms of cardio are great, but sometimes wherever you are in your training program, you might want to leverage one versus the other. So there's a ton of HIIT, there's a ton of LIT options for you to be able to do at home. But there aren't that many LISS workouts out there, all right? So you could do a Zumba workout, like a dance workout. Those count great. But if you don't feel too comfortable, you don't really like to dance, then you're like, okay, well, what do I do? So I've got this video for you here today. If you're part of the fitness challenge, this is a surprise drop for you. If you're not a part of the fitness challenge yet, you can go to the link below this video and sign up. If you sign up at the end of this week, today is January 19th. If you sign up by Friday the 21st, you will still be eligible to win that grand prize. So make sure that you do that. We've got 6.5 more weeks to go. Prizes along the way and awesome workouts. All right, so let's get started. I have my timer here on my hands. Now, because we're not doing intervals, that means that we're not going to be doing like a ton of jumps. I'm going to try my hardest to not make this be a cringy 80s workout video for you. Simply what we need to do is movement that just gets our heart rate elevated. Now, the difference with strength training is that I'm not here with a bunch of weights, resistance bands, trying to get us to do squats with perfect forms. Literally, we're just moving for 30 minutes. That's it. All right, so I'm gonna start my timer. Make sure that you've got some water handy, and let's go. So let's just start by jogging in place. I'm gonna also start this timer on my watch. We're just gonna jog it out in place, get our bodies nice and warm. Now, again, as I said in the intro, but if you skipped it, we're not doing any sort of like squats, resistance band work. We are not doing any jumps. I'm not here to give you burpees. Again, I'm not trying to spike your heart rate, and I'm not trying to do competing strength training workouts or exercises that will compete with your workouts the rest of the week. It's simply about moving, keeping our bodies moving and that heart rate up and then steadily up. So I'm gonna try my hardest to not make this a cringy 80s style video. But again, remember that the whole point is we're at home. It might be cold outside. We might not wanna get outdoors for whatever reason. So if power walking even isn't an option for you, this is going to be a great video for you to utilize to be able to get those 30 minutes of steady state cardio in. All right, let's jog it out. Let's do about 30 more seconds. I know it feels a little funny to jog. If you're in an apartment like me, I'm very lucky. I've got cement floors and I live above a restaurant. Just, lighten those steps. You can just slow it down. If you don't live in an apartment and you've got room to kind of go faster, you can do that. More movement on your floor, but not necessary. If you want, turn on some music at home. It'll make this workout way more enjoyable. All right, now let's get some movement into that upper body. Let's just roll those shoulders to the back of the room. All right, other side. Definitely feel that my heart rate is already up. Good, that's the goal. Okay, big arm circles here. Now I've got a little step here next to me, just a couple of inches is all that we need today. You can utilize some books if you're at home and you don't really have anything to step onto. I also have another alternative of like a little step here on my window. That's also great. Whatever you have available, we just need to be able to have it be sturdy enough to step onto. All right, so if you're in my fitness challenge, you're familiar with this monotone step here, just like the fitness test. I want you to step onto here, other foot, back and back. All right, so the point here is that we want to keep this at a dedicated pace to keep our heart rate up, all right? So try to keep up with me here. It should sound like a all right, I'm not gonna clap the entire time for you, but let's just keep it up here. Again, if you've got like a thick book, anything that would work. Reminder, the whole goal of these next 30 minutes is to move. All right, let's keep this going for 20-ish more seconds. Five more. All right. Now I just want you to do some body twists. We got some movement into our shoulders. Now let's warm up that torso. Start now by punching diagonally, side to side. All right, now for the next step, here at the center, and then bring one arm overhead and big stretch. Other side, point that toe. Ooh, feels so good. Okay, come to the back of your yoga mat. And we're going to walk it out towards the front. Gonna move this out of the way. All right, come to your yoga mat, hands go overhead, and we're going to simply walk it out into a good plank, and then come right back. These are called plank walkouts. They're really, really, really good for both stretching, working on that good core, that good plank, and that deadlifting motion at the top. So not exactly strength training, just keeping our heart rate up. It does help us with strength training, yes. Make sure you have a good plank at the bottom every single time. So just stop if you need to. See what your form looks like. Squeeze those glutes at the bottom. Little glute squeeze at the top too. All right, one more. And up. All right, how are you feeling? Heart rate is definitely getting there. Now, what we're going to do is stand in the middle of your mat. Give me a big inhale up. Exhale, and then split those legs and bring one down. Now, I want you to, in this position here, take one arm and bring it inside of your other knee. Do a little bit of mobility work here too. Take that elbow to the floor and twist. Elbow to the floor, lift and twist. This is 2, give me 3 more. All right. Now come and bring that foot back in between your hands. Back leg comes up. Just wiggle your feet out here for a moment. Other foot goes to the back of the room. Bring your front foot to the edge of your yoga mat. Elbow comes down to the floor and then rotate. Rotate, give me 3 more. This is an excellent mobility exercise known as the world's greatest stretch. All right, if you need help with your squats, do this exercise regularly. All right, bring that back leg up. Wiggle those legs. And then bring your opposite leg back, so the same as the first. We are going to hold here for a second, make sure that our legs are nice and tight. Now make sure that this foot is in line with your hip and your front foot is in line with your other hip. That means they should not be in line with one another. And we are going to bring it to a warrior 2. So nice little yoga pose here, but we're not gonna hold. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Give me 2 more. All right, take that front hand, palm turns to face the ceiling, and then stretch over your torso and bring the other arm overhead. You tell I am not a yoga instructor. Just borrowing exercises that keep us moving, keep us flowing. Big stretches here. 1 more of each of these. Good job. All right, bring those palms to the ground. Switch legs. Now I'm gonna switch sides so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, opposite leg, make sure those feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna come back up to that warrior 2 pose. Hold for 1 quick breath and then lift and lower. Give me 3 more. All right, bring that front forearm to your knee. Opposite arm goes overhead and switch. All right, we did 4 on the other side, so give me 2 more here. All right, great job. So come onto this middle position and point your feet towards the front, and I want you to simply bend here and see how far you can get your arms to touch the ground. Then you're gonna walk over your hands, 1 foot and twist, and we're gonna keep this moving. Other foot, twist. We're gonna do this 3 times per side. So 1 more time here. Great job. All right, sink low into that squat. Nice little sumo squat position here. We're gonna just do some pulses. 3, we'll go up to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, stand up from that. Not trying to get you sore from this exercise. All right, place those hands back to the ground. Now let's come back to split that left leg. We're gonna come back into that warrior 2 pose, straighten that front leg, and now I want you to bring that front arm towards the ground. and back up. Towards the ground and back up. I used to do these exercise videos like a decade ago. And this is one of those exercises that I absolutely loved from there. Kind of useless, but it does a good job at bringing your heart rate up and keeping it there. Not an actual strength training exercise. All right. Bring your hands down to the ground. Straighten that front leg. Feet point towards the front of the room. Switch sides, split that leg. Come on back to that warrior two. Stand from there. Arm comes to the ground. You're like a T moving into a line here, like a sideways T. 5, give me 5 more. All right, come back to that warrior two pose. Bring those arms back down to the ground. Bring that back foot up towards your other foot. And then just hang here for one quick moment. Big, big stretches for the back of those legs. All right, let's go back to our little step. And we're going to do that metronome stepping again, okay? So bring one foot forward, then the other, and back. Except this time I want you to do the opposite leg. So we started with the right foot, now let's start with the left leg. Ready, set, go. All right, I'm not gonna talk the entire time. It's just so that you could get the speed of it. We're gonna do this for 1 minute. You should be hearing my footsteps at least. Keep up with me. The point is we don't want to do this super slowly. Get that heart rate, make it stay up. Now, when I say up, I don't mean that you need to be out of breath this entire exercise or this entire workout video. This is supposed to be low intensity, steady state. So think about when you're power walking. You can still walk when you're power walking, but it can get kind of tough after like a little bit. Right, but you should be able to continue a conversation. That's the speed. That's where you want you to be right now. All right, come on down from that one. Let's come on to the center of your mat here. And I want you to take a lunge back and kick up. Back and kick up. Just move nice and slowly here. One more and then we'll switch legs. Great job. Let's switch sides. One more. Great job. We're gonna go back to those plank walkouts. But we're gonna add a leg lift at the bottom, making it a little bit harder here. And I didn't think I would have you do the same exact thing, right? Plank, leg lift, and back. Leg lift, and back. So do 5 more. 3 more. Last one. We are already over 18 minutes into this workout. Where did the time go? Okay, from here, another one of my favorite exercises. So stand at the center of your mat. These are called ice skaters. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take one leg, bring it behind you, balance on your front leg, opposite arm is in front of you, and then small little hop to the other side. Now, I'm not trying to get your heart rate through the roof, so you don't have to go very quickly here. If you feel like doing a little bit more, or if you could use a little bit of, rising heart rate if it's been dropping, then you're gonna go quick like this. But I recommend you stay here. This is enough. We're here for 1 minute. As you move side to side, keep that core contracted and let the movement come from your core. You're doing a great job. Hope you're enjoying this, especially if you are in a cold climate. No excuses, helping you get your cardio in. Although, no excuses is kind of bullshit. Sometimes if you're just having an off day, take a day off. But if you want to get that cardio in, I gotcha. All right, 5 more seconds. And done. Okay, next exercise. Stand up straight, another personal favorite of mine. We're gonna take our arms in front of us. I think these are called mummy kicks. And we're going to alternate lifting one arm and switching on top of the other, not lifting. At the same time with our feet, we're gonna be doing this. All right, so put it all together. We're doing this. Ready? Let's do 1 minute and go. Hair's going everywhere. Move slowly here. Keep those arms up. I'm gonna put my hair up. You keep going at home. All right, let's go. 10 more seconds. And done. Voila. For your next exercise, we're gonna utilize this step again, your book, whatever you're using. And we're gonna do a little bit of a deficit reverse lunge, okay? Just a couple. Stand on top here and lunge and back. Alternate legs. One more each side. All right, good job. Let's go back to the end of your yoga mat. Now we're gonna walk it out into a plank position. Walk it out here, high plank, and then you're going to tap your calf with the opposite arm and back.
You're doing a great job. Make sure to have a good plank when you come back out. Squeeze those glutes at the bottom. All right, 20 more seconds. All right, drop. You can come into child's pose real quick if you need. Then we're going to stand up, come to the center of that mat, and we're going to do some lateral squats. Step to the side, squat, come up, other side, squat, and back up. Move slowly here and get low enough. This is not strength training, but you should still try to practice good squat form. Looked at my watch, heart rate's doing good. It's been pretty steady this entire time. Getting nice and sweaty. We're at 25 minutes almost already. Great job. Okay, almost, like we're a minute away. Let's do this one for 20 more seconds. One more each side. Wipe off that sweat. Now we're officially over that 25 mark. So let's just go back to jogging it in place. We're at the end of our workout-ish. We've got 5 minutes, 30 minutes of steady state cardio, but I want us to bring the heart rate back down. So we're just gonna jog it in place. We're gonna do this let's go for 2 minutes. It's a great one. Very underestimated, something that you can do at home. Jogging in place. Nice and sweaty. Hope you are too. Heart rate's looking good. We're already almost a minute in. If you like this video, if you like this workout, make sure that at the end you give it a thumbs up below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. There's a little subscribe button right next to the like button. Or at the end of the video, there'll be a button on the screen that you can hit and subscribe right away. Okay, we've got about 45 more seconds. I think my math is a little off. It's okay. We're here, we're together. Make sure that after this workout, you recover with lots of water. After this workout and all day long, make sure that you have a meal with good, high quality protein. After this workout and all day long, protein and water, super underrated, super necessary to meet your goals. All right, 10 more seconds. And done. Okay, I want us to go a little bit back to the beginning where we stood with our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and then punch and twist to each side. So as you stretch to the side, you'll feel a nice big opening both in your back, your torso, and through your chest as you reach. This is great as both a warm-up exercise and a closing one. One more each side. Just like the beginning, now take one arm, reach overhead, then the other side. Reach overhead, flip. Great job. One more per side. And done here. All right, we're gonna get down onto the ground now. Lie on our backs. And then let's do a quick stretch in those outer thighs. So place one leg over the other. Foot is bent, and then bring your leg up. Place your hands behind your thighs. Take your left arm, if that's what your left knee is, up, and gently press it onto your knee to create a bigger stretch on the side. As you take a big inhale, exhale, bring that right leg closer towards your chest, utilizing your right arm to bring it in. Big stretch here. We're gonna hold each side for 30 seconds. Phenomenal exercise stretch here. Great way to close out this workout. Bring our heart rate back down. All right, drop that leg to the floor, and we're gonna switch sides. All right, bring that leg up. So now your left leg should be the one floating. Your right ankle is over your left knee. Take your right arm and create a bigger stretch. Ooh, all right, this side is tighter for me. I'm curious, what side is tighter for you when you do this? Is it harder for you when your right ankle is over your left leg, or when your left leg is over your right knee? Comment below this video and let me know. I'm curious if most of us is the right leg is tighter. I would suspect that because we're right leg dominant. So we use it more and our muscles get more strained because of it. Let me know. All right, let go from there. And voila, 30 minutes, nice and sweaty. Again, if you like this workout, make sure to give it a thumbs up below, support the channel, get more videos out to you. Use this the next time that you need steady state cardio that's low intensity and you don't want to get outdoors or don't have access to equipment. If you're part of the fitness challenge, which you should all be, make sure that you show up tomorrow for lower body. None of these exercises should be competing at all, so I promise you will not be sore tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody.